This is a real quick video to show some of the issues with the SpotClean Pro Pet Bissell. So first off, the box, very plain. I'm fine with that. Came like this from Amazon. I'm happy to not be paying for the extra printing and expensive cardboard. Sure, that's fine. Cardboard box is a little thin, but I think it's well protected by the packaging inside, so I don't see any issue with that. If you like not having a bunch of plastic packaging, which I don't, or that is, I don't like having a bunch of plastic packaging. I'm very happy with the amount of plastic in here. Just a few little bags, recyclable, so I personally like that. Okay, so we've got a scrubbing brush here, and this is where I see what some other reviewers are talking about. Look how thin this plastic is. Look how thin that is. Super thin plastic. Down at the bottom. Top is pretty thick. Bottom not so much, and it doesn't flex a lot. It's hard plastic, but I can see this breaking. I understand why people are having issues with this, because think about this, especially with this other piece I'll show you in a second, the farther distance you get, the more when you press down, because you're scrubbing like this, right? And where the gorilla meets the tool, you're putting a lot of pressure on that, and that's what it breaks this. And I could definitely see this breaking. So other piece here, this is something that I really liked, was it's got a little container, and just like before, very thin plastic. You can see here, really thin down on the bottom, thick on top, thin on the bottom, but this has a longer the tool is longer, so you're getting more leverage on it when you're doing the scrubbing and pushing down. So that's going to put more leverage on it and more likely to break. But here's something really, you're going to be interested in this. See this? That's where the little button goes that holds it in. Okay, so everything's being held by that little button. You're putting a lot of pressure on it. Let's take a look at the tool, and you'll see what I'm talking about, or that is the cleaner. So two bottles of this pet urine eliminator, which is good. Two of those, and good packaging. I think this part was good. I've already been in here, so this isn't exactly the way it was packaged, but pretty close. Okay. So, here is actually the reason I'm returning it. The main reason is this is pretty shoddy. So it's barely holding this on right here. You just tap it a little bit and it falls right out. This is not really being held on good. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so this just barely clicks here. It really doesn't do a good job of holding this in. You just tap it and it'll fall right out. So that's not, that doesn't really make me feel like this is quality. So you'll notice that good thick plastic, nice clear. You can see the difference between the plastics. So this one is for the dirty tank. This is the clean, and the clean is really lightweight, cheap plastic. This is good, sturdy plastic. I'd love to see almost acrylic. I don't know if it's acrylic or not, but it's a good, thick, clear, really clear plastic versus just really cheap plastic. Also, you'll notice that this didn't lock in. Look, I can just pick it out. Same thing here. So it's being held in by the weight. And that may be why they used heavier plastic here. I don't know, but good plastic, cheap plastic. I don't know. Remember I was saying there's a little button? Here's the button. Look at that. That's holding the tool in. That's going to wear out. This is just going to wear out. That plastic is not going to last. So this will end up getting bent down enough times, or if you push hard on it, it'll permanently bend it down. Just not really impressed. It's a shame because this is Bissell. I haven't used them before. I've used Hoover, but thought I tried Bissell. Thought if it said Pro model that it would be better. It could be that the motor is better in this. I don't know. I do like it's got a long, pretty good long hose, and it's got a long power cable. So I think they did. They gave you enough cord and enough hose. But if this doesn't last, if this breaks, and that's what everyone's saying, that these are breaking, and I can see why. Then what's the what's the use? You got to have the whole thing. It's got to last, because you can't replace this. You're not going to be able to just go buy another handle that's permanently attached to this. There's no replacing it. So anyway, well, maybe I'm wrong about that. Looks like you might be able to replace it, but I'm betting if you Google, you're not going to find a replacement handle. But give it a shot. Maybe if you find a replacement handle, it'll be worth it. Oh, something else I noticed. This that's as far as the switch moves, and that starts spraying if you punch that down. So not much play. I'm assuming that's an electrical switch, but maybe it's not. I see no electrical line, so it must just be allowing the solution to come through. Anyway, okay, so in summary, some good, some bad. Good, cheap, 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 not very thick. So before I even use this, I'm going to return it. It didn't impress me. This part really didn't impress me. And then this thin plastic, I know exactly what people are talking about. That is not going to last. Okay. Well, good luck. Hope you guys have a good, find a good cleaner. Not this one, in my opinion.
You want to show everybody your mess? Like you wanted me to check it. No. Saturated. Does anyone else have that high pitch range?